You know, we all love swings from yesteryear. We all have our favorites. My favorite happens to be Sam Snead. Guy won 82 times. He was an amazing talent. I actually got a chance to meet him and got an autograph from him. But I loved his golf swing. It still may be one of my top 5 golf swings ever in the history of the game of golf. And there's something that you can learn from his swing. I know there's something that we all can learn from what he did as he was hitting a golf ball, other than just the pure aesthetics. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to tell your friends about what we've got going on over here. So come on here. Let's take a little look at this golf swing of Sam Snead. And there's so many things to love, not just the hat, which, by the way, if somebody actually started to wear that with some degree of consistency, I'm telling you, they'd go places in this game. Anyway, what I love about this golf swing is it was always effortless. So he has a little bit of a rock into this, and then a massive amount of pivot or turn. His upper body would turn way more than 90 degrees because his lower body turned way more than 45. I would say that his lower body probably turned somewhere in the neighborhood of 70 degrees. Now, this guy was incredibly flexible. He could stand on the ground, keep one foot on the ground, take his other leg, and touch the top of a door jamb. I can't get it above my shoulder. He's getting the thing all the way up to, it's unbelievable what he was able to do. Anyway, so you see his flexibility in this swing. Could you do this? Yeah, but probably not as well as he did it, okay? Sorry. But you can do this one thing, and I know it's going to help you improve your impact, it's going to help you with your distance, and it's certainly going to help you with your consistency. What I want you to do is I want you to pay attention to the lower body here, because this lower body work is probably my favorite of all time. Honestly, probably my favorite lower body work of all time in the game of golf. As he starts to come down, this trail knee will stay somewhat centered, somewhat in the same position, and the lead knee will get out of the way. So the lead knee is going to start to move. Look at how that trail knee stays back. It's incredible. And then you get what they call the Snead sit-down position. So it almost is like his legs are bowed there, which is phenomenal. But this is the part that you can learn from. What I want you to watch is what happens with this lead leg as he comes up and then into the strike, continuing to rotate. And now watch this leg straighten up. Look at that. So that knee right there is bent. You can see there's an angle right there. And watch what happens now. It starts to straighten up. You start to see some of that pant leg on the other side of that angle. And now it's deadlocked straight. So now you just go down like that. Post it up. And as a result of what he did with his lower body, the trail leg, Freddie Couples has a very similar trail leg to Snead. Heel is inside the toes and still pushing that way, but his leg is almost dead straight right there. It's phenomenal. So let me go back to where he is here and watch that lead leg post up again. Look at that lead leg post up. I mean, it's just beautiful. And so when you start to see what he did, look at that leg just post up right there. It's beautiful to watch and amazingly consistent. And when he starts with his hip right about here. Now, there are a lot of people that are wondering, well, should I slide my hips into this strike or not? Watch what happens. He's going to make a pivot, so his hip is now away from that line. And what's going to happen is because he's rotated so much, just the sheer rotation. If you look at my hip here, and I just rotate like this, the hip's going to move away from it. You don't keep it here and then rotate like that. The gap opens up on the trail hip. You want to rotate, and the gap opens up on the lead hip. That's exactly what he does right here. Now watch. It starts to get closer to that because of the rotation. But what's awesome is it marginally marginally goes past that point, just fractionally, not a ton. One of the things that I have in my golf swing, I'll literally go like a full leg past that. That's what I used to do. I've worked on that in my swing, and this is the reason why, because of Snead. And then that thing straightens out, and he's almost got his hips, pelvis, right at where it started, and you can see how much weight he's got on that forward leg, okay? All right, so we're not talking about backswing right now. We're not talking about that back rotation. What we're talking about is when you get into here, I want you to feel that you're going to straighten out that lead leg. Now, here's the fun part about straightening out the lead leg. You're going to do it by pushing off of the ground. You want to take this hip and get it away from that ankle. Okay, so when you make a backswing, this knee is going to bend. That hip is, by definition, going to get closer to the ankle. When you come through, you want to get it away from that ankle. And that's where you're going to start to get that lead leg to straighten out. So it goes here, and now from here, I just want you to straighten it. You'll rotate. I promise you, you'll rotate. Just straighten it. And then get in here. Don't go fast when you first start doing this. Get in there and then straighten it. You cannot believe how solidly you're going to hit the golf ball. And to that end, how much speed you're going to end up getting, because all I did there was just straighten the leg. I didn't straighten it fast. I just straightened it, right? And again, when you first start doing this, I don't want you to think about speed. I just want you to think about getting that hip away from the ankle, okay? So it's in here like this. It rotates to here, and then all you're going to do is just straighten that up. Just straighten it up. Again, I'm not going for speed here. And look at how straight that ball goes. There's hardly any curve in that shot. That ball had 231 RPMs of right spin. That's not a lot. I got to generate a little bit more club head speed. So right now that club head speed was at 114.4. The ball speed was at 80.4, which is actually quite good for that club head speed. But now what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to add a little bit more speed, not in my rotation, not in the club, not in my arms, not in anything, just speed in that pushing off of the ground with that lead leg. And the thought is I'm getting my hip away from the ankle, okay? Here we go. Get the hip away from the ankle. I mishit that one just marginally. I got that just a little bit low on the club. But again, club head speed went up 5 miles an hour. The ball speed went up 3 miles an hour. So that tells you the mishit, right? I got 5 miles an hour more speed in the club, but the ball didn't reflect that. Why? Because I got it a little bit thin, and it still flew 180 yards in the air and apexed at 92, which is pretty good. But I know I can do better. And you will do better too. You got to take your time. Obviously, for this video, I'm gonna move a little faster through this. I'm not just gonna do it twice and then go into speed. You should do more than that. Maybe 15 minutes, 20 minutes when you start working on this. When you start to get this, that, as I said, the contact is going to improve, the face rotation or lack thereof is going to improve, the speed of the club head is going to improve, your distance is going to get better, and you will shoot lower scores from this. All right, here we go. Add a little speed. Hip is going to get away from that ankle. Okay, this one was so much better. Now, the strike, much improved. So what you can see is the club head speed was still at 85. So very good. But what happened was the ball speed went up to 119. So I got another, 19.2. The other one was like 17.4. So another 2 miles an hour of club head speed because I got better with that straightening. I also had, the apex was just a little bit higher. I know I keep, listen, we're all golfers, right? We all say, well, just one more, just one more. Just one more. All right, let me do just one more here. Let's see if we can get it into the 120s. Here we go. Same thing. So that hip is getting away from the ankle. I worked under it. That was bad. I got it. Gibbsy, I need one more. Don't erase that one. We like to be genuine here. I got to do better than that. I got to do better than that. I'm going to do better than that. Here we go. I did better than that. That one was blisterine. Yeah, there you go. So I had 87 miles an hour of club head speed on that one. Look at that. A lot faster. Ball speed up to 122.5. Let's round that thing up to 123. That ball flew in the air 190, apexed at 101. The vertical launch was the exact same, 18.5. Point being this. A little bit of practice, a little bit of focus, an understanding of what Mr. Snead would want you to do. Just mimic what he's doing. And by the way, watch the video. Just watch him do this. Just keep playing that back and watching and let it get into your mind, and you'll start to understand how that lead leg is going to add some speed into that club head, add some speed into the golf ball and distance in all of your game, not just the 6-iron that I'm hitting, but in everything, including the driver. To improve all parts of your game, subscribe to my channel and click the link below.